everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Lydia here with your full moon in Capricorn reading for July 3rd. It's going to be a very interesting time period between now and the end of the year. For details for the next 6 months, please have a look at my reading for the next 6 months, which is, I'll put the link below. But wow. The energies are absolutely off the charts right now, and they're going to stay that way, if not get pretty high within the next 6 months, right up until the end of the year. Seeing a kind of a peak, I believe, in our fall time, so September and October. But right now, this is a time of letting go. There's a lot of guck that has kind of brought itself up to the surface, and it's now the time to let it go. We have memories that are surfacing from wherever we've been in the past, our past lives, if you believe in that, incarnations, as well as the past in our life, our current life. It's coming up to be let go. If you've been having incredible dreams lately, or you've been feeling like there's memories that are coming in that just you remembered them, but they're resurfacing for some reason in certain circumstances, this is the reason why they are being they're coming up to be just let go, to bubble to the surface. And then it is up to you to make the conscious effort and your free will to let these memories go, let these things go, the energy that is associated with these particular memories, which may or may not be very pleasant memories. So just so you know, there are energies that are coming in as well that will trigger anger and will trigger distress. And these are things that are normally a little bit more amplified when it comes to the full moons or any type of cosmic aspects that are triggering us. But at this particular time, there's a lot that's going on. There's so much solar energy that is coming in that are changing us at the DNA level, changing every cellular structure that we have within us. And with that, it is releasing anything that does not serve us at this time, and especially in the way that our Akashic record, or Akashic, from the within our DNA, is releasing and recalibrating. So think of this as a recalibration of humanity, of the earth, Gaia, of our internal structure, of the cosmos. It's a massive undertaking. So for this full moon, it is a super moon, by the way, so it's also very, very intense. So the energies are that much more amplified. And this time around, we're looking at two decks of cards that are going to be giving us some information this time. We're looking at our Moonology. It's a classic deck that I tend to use around this time, but Moonology Oracle deck, as well as the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron-Reid. So this is by Yasmin Boland and Colette Baron-Reid. So we're going to alternate right now, and I'm going to go right into this. So the first card that I have to tell us about this information that we're getting from the moon and from the cosmos is from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And I've picked these cards. There's 4 cards, and I haven't looked at them, so let's look at them together. The first one is Yin. So Yin is, we have the yin and the yang. We have the male and female energies that are trying to, well, actually right now fighting to be in balance. And at the moment, the yin is that part that is very loving and compassionate, and it tends to bring out that part of in us, the compassion within us, which is what we really need at this time: compassion, love. And not only is it triggered at this time to let it go into the world, but it's also within ourselves, starting to rediscover who we are, the self-love that we actually have within us. Not egotistical love, but the kind of love that brings us closer to the all that is, Great Spirit, and bringing us closer to our star brothers and sisters. And I will say that because I know that we aren't the only people, we're not the only beings that are around. And so we're also becoming more and more aware on the inside of the other beings that are out there, and also the connection, the communication with them. That brings the compassion. That is what I believe is being triggered with the yin. So let's look at what the guidebook has to say about this. So the essential meanings: the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. And that's the other thing too. You send something out there to, you send a prayer up there, or you send an intention for something to happen, you need to allow it to happen and not to force it to happen. So the oracle's message for this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. Now, it's a beautiful sentiment to say that when you put something out there, when you want something to happen, right now, our manifestation capabilities of making something happen are very high. It just means that we're aligning more with the energies that create. So if that's the case, you don't want to push the limits on saying, okay, I'm going to try and make it happen, because then you also put a resistance to that energies, or the flow of energies that are coming in to create what it is that you want, whether it's an idea, a physical manifestation, or a situation to occur. Let's look at the relationship message that comes with this. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. Everybody is different. Everybody handles things differently. So this is also accommodating to the way that they react or act, but also at the same time holding specific personal boundaries as you go through your relationships or meet new people. So a prosperity message that goes with this. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Once again, pushing that energy. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. And that is always, if you have something of an idea of what it is that you want, there could be something much better that the universe has for you, but you have a specific idea of what it is that you want. And sometimes that specificity could actually create the resistance to the actual thing that the universe wants to give you. So they're saying, go with the flow. A protection message, that is, if this card was upside down, this says, do you have trouble receiving? So those givers, there's a lot of us that always tend to give. Do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, and always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. So for those who feel very exhausted from giving, or basically just giving their power away, giving their energy of the power that they have within them away, this is a message for you to say, accept things that are given to you, accept gifts that are given to you, and be able to receive the abundance that is there for you. And this is definitely a time we're letting go of things. So we're giving the opportunity for the universe to bring in new and more abundant energy. So allow this to happen. Let's go on to the next card with the Moonology deck. And that is Luck is on your side, the new moon in Sagittarius. Now, the other thing too about luck, I believe more in resonant energy rather than luck, and knowing that everything tends to happen for a reason. And so when something like this comes up, when a card like this comes up, to me, it's saying that you are in a place of success, that you have this opportunity to be very, very successful. And all you have to do is allow this to happen. Once again, it goes right in line with that give and take, the receiving and the giving, but making sure that that is balanced. So the new moon in Sagittarius, let's see what the book has to say. Whatever is coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. The new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful you don't bet the farm on something here, as the wheel of fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve. But the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. And that's beautiful too, because we are jettisoning in our spiritual growth right now. And because of that, we're also looking to receive more spiritual gifts. And that's this allowing the energy to flow in and out of your life and accept the successes that the universe gives you, and recognizing that they're successes in your life is very key to continuing along this path as we receive these beautiful spiritual gifts. And this, I believe that we're going to see, when I say spiritual gifts, I mean, there are specific things that we have within us. For example, there's, in my opinion, there are gifts that are laying dormant within us, like telepathy, teleportation, telekinetic abilities, and clairvoyance, clairsentience, things that maybe people have actually put to the side or just didn't remember that they have. And at the moment, the cosmos will be activating several of these so that you have, like I say, knowledge that you didn't think that you had. And that's just because it's remained dormant and you're going to start to remember yourself and your origins. This is going to come to a height, in my opinion, and also from what the astrological aspects are looking at or saying, in September and October of this particular year. So just hold on to that and allow things to happen. Attuning to the moon, count your blessings, literally. Write them down and or say them aloud. And this is wonderful to be able to do that, especially at the full moon. It's a great ceremony. Additional meanings for this card could include that you need to laugh more, that this is a wonderful time to start a course of study or teaching. Don't be narrow-minded, being open. Start a week of gratitude practice. That is a journal or a blog. So it's basically, Sagittarius is the sign of fun, travel, exploration, and great cosmic quest. Perfect for this time. It's the sign of big ideas. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all of this, as does this card whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. And this is true too. You can manifest the best by actually putting it out there, that is what you wish, that is what you wish for, the best for you, for your higher good, as well as for the higher good of all. So let's look at the next card. It's from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck again, and we have flexible. So there is a certain amount of flexibility, especially when this past card that we had, it's saying just to think outside of the box, allow yourself to not be too rigid with your way of thinking. And the flexible, actually, this card comes up at a perfect time to be flexible with what is given to you. Take a look at what is around you, whether it is being sent to you in the global arena, sending you news and messages in that way, being flexible, but also being discerning as to what is truth and what is not. And the flexibility for anything that is going to be happening in your life for the next cycle, this next moon cycle, things that could be falling away. Say, for example, there's an impending part where the job is just not, it's not working for you anymore, and something falls away. So something just happens, whether you leave or whatever the case may be. Be open to the energy of success coming to you, because it is here for you. It is normal to grieve the loss of a job or a situation that brings you a specific income. But at this point, this is saying that the universe has something better for you, and allow this to come in. Be flexible for what certain circumstances are coming your way, because they are ultimately leading to success. So let's take a look at being flexible and seeing what it has to say about this particular time period and how it relates to the full moon. So here we go. Oh, one more. There we go. So the essential meanings here is teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what's most important. The oracle's message for this: a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, where as a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the trees remain supple and secure when everything around them may fall to shambles. This is how you need to be right now: willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. And that, especially if you're open to what comes your way, whether it's the relationship or new relationships that come to you, as you're open to new things, also being discerning, just making sure that you send it out there to your guides to protect you, and place protection around you as well. Relationship message: in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card in a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you can easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. It's nice because it's just allowing things to happen. Allow yourself to go with the flow. Go with the flow of the energies at this time. The prosperity message includes: even when you have a clear vision of how you're going to manifest something, what it will look like, who will share in it, and what will then be available to you, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't even thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself: this or something better manifests for me now. Very, very important words. This or something better manifests for me right now. Then be willing to bend a little, enjoy the miraculous results. And it's true because of the fact that you can have an idea of what it is that you want for a particular job, and you can write it down. In fact, it is wonderful for you to be able to write down the concepts that you want. For example, a flexible work schedule, this particular hours per week, the people around you fostering your spiritual growth or fostering your aim for success, etc., etc. You can write these things down, but just allow the universe to come up with the actual plan for you, because it definitely, the universe works a whole lot better than you just saying, this is what I want to be the human resources person for this. It's like, well, the universe might have actually something much better for you. So don't restrict yourself. Protection message: when you or someone else becomes too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential, and find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up, open your mind and heart, and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight where there are only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring about a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. And this is true too. Whenever there's any conflict, if you are willing to see the other person's side of the argument, then it actually allows you to see the human side of that person, see the balanced version of what that person might have to say or what might be going through in order for them to say what it is that they are. Now, if it is just downright rude and disrespectful, that is where you can exercise your personal boundaries to bring things back to a balance. But this is definitely saying that success is there for you. You just need to be open to what the universe is allowing for bringing that success to you instead of rigidity. So let's look at the very last card that we have in the Moonology deck. Don't let pride get in your way. The full moon in Leo. And funny this is that, I was going to put this up here. The full moon, we're just entering in the next month. We're going to be entering, or half a month, we're going to be entering into Leo and the constellation Leo. And so don't let pride get in your way. This is one of those things where if you're having, if you're overabundant with your want and desire for something to happen, then that actually, like I said, that puts that restrictive energy. And this is definitely not something of a time for restriction. We have almost anything goes at the moment. So putting out any type of restrictive energy, and this is not to be confused with personal boundary energy. If you put that up there, then the flow of success will not come your way. And it's a great thing to remember. It's a wonderful thing to remember, just because we do have specific things and we like to be in control of our lives, don't we? If we are always in a constant state of, and this is the giving and receiving part, if we're always in a state of giving because that makes us feel good, then we don't give the other person a chance to feel that same feeling that we do. If no matter what that person is giving you, if they're giving you such lovely energy, whether it's being in a material form or actually just a compliment, you need to be able to look at that and say, why is it that I'm not taking that compliment or I'm not taking that material good? Is it something that's making me feel guilty, and where is that coming from? So the pride can have a big portion of blocking energy within your environment, within the time that within the possibility that the cosmos can give you some beautiful beautiful manifestations. So allow that to just fall by the wayside and allow things to happen for you, because that's what the universe wants. They want to help you with your movement forward in your spiritual path by giving you joys. So allow that to happen. And so we're going to look at the full moon and Leo and see where this takes us. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all of your relationships. This is this give, and not receive. That's, again, this is touching on the balance, and balance is very crucial within each other, within each and every one of us at this time. Attuned to the moon, be magnificent without being plain too much. Additional meanings for this card: self-esteem is good, but vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. This is something very important at this particular time. And I will speak a little bit about the equality, just because I believe it's actually leading to something else in just a moment. Creative urges should be followed, works of magic. And a friendship may be ending now. There are some relationships that are coming and going within our lives. It's a kind of a transient door. So everyone is equally important. At this particular time, I believe the balance of feminine and masculine energies are extremely important. It's not one or the other over the other, over above the other. This is saying that we're actually laying the foundation for meeting other beings that will help us and guide us. So, and what my feeling is, and I just it sort of dawned on me here that the knowledge, again, that's coming to people that just, they don't know where it's coming from. I believe that we will have the opportunity to meet our star brothers and sisters that are already on the planet. So, because of the fact that some people that are in your life are actually being let go, it's just that resonant, you're just not resonating with them as much. But you'll also start to recognize who your star brothers and sisters are through your friends or new acquaintances, new relationships that come up, because they will allow themselves to be them, to be known. They themselves will recognize who they are because of this knowledge that is coming and being activated within us, and expose that to you, a trusted individual. And that's how I believe disclosure or first contact will be made. It will be here on Earth rather than coming from unidentified object coming down here and opening up to having our star beings come out of the object. So anyways, that's my thought. That's I thought I'd share that with you. So last but not least, the teaching about this: when the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderfully bright time where people feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside. That's the upside of this lunation and of this card, no matter when you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your networks. Leo full moon is a time to release pride, to let it go. And importantly, I do feel that it is one of those letting go of anything that has an ego nature, has something where look at me, I've done this, I've done this, and this, and this. And it's not to be it's not to say that you can't tell others and share what you have done and how important some of the things you have done can be to other people. It's just to say that's one of those time periods where someone is basically saying, I'm all that. So I'm all that. I need to share that with you because you need to do something different or look at me differently. And that to me is that's what this is saying: is don't let pride take over, because it is a very blocking energy when you look at having pride for everything that is going on within you, about you. It puts you in a particular situation where you are not serving others, which is what we are here to do. This is about service to self and to others, rather than just service to self, if that makes sense. So very interesting. Let's go over this a little bit here. We've got the yin, and this is that beautiful time of feminine energy that is coming out, that needs to be also balanced with the masculine energy, but also just recognizing that compassion and that giving and receiving is important at this time. We have luck is on your side, the new moon in Sagittarius, which also talks about we have this incredible manifestation capabilities right now, but what we want to do is not hindering that energy by just being single-minded and saying this is the way it should be and this is what I'm looking for, but also being open to everything that the universe can provide for you. So this or something better for the highest good of myself and for all. Then we need to be flexible with some of the things that are going on, because we know that there's going to be some conflict with relationships or with situations that you're going to put yourself or have yourself in. And being flexible will be while still holding personal boundaries, then you still want to be able to see that other person's point of view, which also brings in the compassion for that, and compromise, but in compromise in such a way that you both benefit rather than just one person benefiting. Then we've got don't let pride get in the way. So looking at the full moon in Leo, the Leo is all about a proud lion state. However, if you think about it too, Leo represents the lion who also takes care of his family. It's all about being open to everything that you have available to you from the successes that you're getting, and not letting it go to your head, and allowing yourself to be service to yourself, but also to others. So balance, balance, balance. That is kind of what is going on at this particular time, in this full moon in Capricorn at this particular time. So we're looking at old energies as well. So some of the energies that we experienced in 2020 might come back. It's just being mindful that everything that you might see in the global arena does not necessarily have to be the way that it is. It's not necessarily the way that it is, just put it that way. And you'll have to discern the truth from all of that. I think we're getting better and better at it, but I just wanted to reiterate the fact that even though Capricorn does bring this energy of possibly restrictiveness, or restrictions that are placed upon us, then being flexible is something that we need to recognize that we have the capability of doing. We ourselves are flexible individuals, and to exercise our own flexibility and not let somebody else impose restrictions upon us. So I hope this helps. And I hope you have a wonderful full moon in Capricorn on Monday. In a super moon, get out there, do a ceremony if you're able to. Write things down that you want to let go of and burn them. Wonderful way of letting things go into the ether so that the truth of manifestation can come to you. The absolute successes can come to you. And like this video if you do, please subscribe to my channel so that you can see some the times that I put my videos up, because there will be more in the future, definitely. And I plan on putting more meditations up as well. I see that goes very well. And have a look at my website, takebackyourpower.live. Sign up for my free newsletter, which is a weekly newsletter that gives weekly channelings or card readings to help you along that week. So anyways, thank you very much. I will place the link for my 6-month reading below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.